Hello my Coreldraw family, you're welcome back to the channel. I will never leave you guys behind. So I made this tutorial with Photoshop on this particular design, and today I'm going to show you how you can also design the same thing using Coreldraw. Alright, so if you're new here and you like the stuffs I do, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And if you're old here, God bless you for showing up. Alright guys, so without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video of the day. Alright guys, so over here in Coreldraw, you know what we do. We come to new document, we click on it, and then over here you can name the work before you start. So you can give it name. You can, if you want to choose, say you want to choose how do you call it, you want to customize a preset. Yeah, you can go ahead and just customize it here. And then what I'm going to do is, if you want to create number of pages, but I'll ignore all of these places. And over here we are not actually going to print this, so I'll change the color mode here to RGB. If you are printing it in, say, in sticker or in banner, you have to go with CMYK. CMYK is a printing color. Okay, so this is just going to be posted on social media, so I will leave the color mode here to RGB. And then over here to the page size, I will not touch this because if say you want to select maybe A4, A5, business card and all of these things, this is where you go. But I will also ignore this. So over here I will set my size to 5, and then which is the width, and the height also to 5, and then the unit here is already in inches. So maybe you're not really good with inches and you want to work with other units. We have other units here, millimeter, all of this here. Alright, so let me not waste time on this. And then my resolution, I'm going to leave it to 300, and then I'll click on OK. Alright, so let me just close my transform right here. Okay, so let me show you quickly. So these were the pictures of the resources I used to design this at first in Photoshop, and I got this in the description, so you can just follow to my Google Drive and then you can download all of this thing and practice along. So without wasting much time, yeah, I'm going to just drag this particular background from here to Coreldraw this way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, over here we do not have any fill here, so I'm using 2020 version. If you're using say 2021, then you have to draw everything. You have to draw the shape and then you insert the size. But if you are using below 2021 version, you can just double click the rectangle here and then you have a fill. So drop the tool here, and then now it always comes with a black outline. So as you can see, it has a black outline. So select it and then come and right click this disable fill here. Then it will take away the black line. Now let's actually give it a color, white. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open this. Okay, this big. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I want to fade the down portion, the downside. So I'll come to my transparency tool right here, and then I'll click here and then I'll drag down like this. Okay, so while you do this, hold control. Okay, so I think I am okay with this. Alright, so I think this is fine, and then I'll just click here to release it. So what I want to do is I want to clip it inside this background here. So I'll select this one, right click like this, and then you can come and click on power clip inside, and then come and click on your background to have it inside like that. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is to quickly head over to my resources. Right here I have these two logos here, which are the church logo, the main church, and the youth logo. Oh, I sent this thing to the wrong place, so I'm taking it back here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just resize these two logos. This is the main church logo over here, and then this is the youth logo, the youth ministry logo. So I'm just going to resize every of these things. Okay, and then I'll place them properly here. So I'm going to open this one like this, then I'll place them here for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my text tool, Okay, so shortcut is F8, and then I'm going to write the name of the church. So I'll write Jesus Life. Okay, so the church is Jesus Life Youth Ministry. Okay, the name of the church is Jesus Life Ministry, and then the youth ministry has like the church has a youth ministry, so we make it Jesus Life Youth Ministry. So I'm going to just make a copy of this Jesus Life here. So you can right click and drag down, and then come and click on copy here, and I'm going to edit this text here to write youth ministry. Okay, so yeah, youth ministry this way. Okay, so I'm going to change this font to a font called Kenya Coffee. So I'll just type it here, Kenya Coffee. Yeah, it has come. So I'll just open this like this. Okay, I'll bring this one down, then I'll open the Kenya Coffee this way, then I'll place it right under the logo, and then I'll bring this up, and then this one I'll give it red color. I'll bold it. This is Arial font. Okay, I just need something like this, and I think this is okay. So let me see how it's looking. All right, so already I think this is fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and select all of these, and then I'll come here to group it. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write present. Okay, so well, wait, I forgot something. Okay, so I'll go back to my resources here. I have this Elisha and Elijah background here, so I'm taking it right to Coreldraw this way, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade this side, and this side. All right, so come and select your transparency tool, and then you click and drag it down, hold Ctrl, and then you drag it down to this side first. Now to fade multiple parts, you must bitmap it. So once you fade this part, to again use the same tool to fade another part, you must bitmap it. For instance, if I try to fade this part, this one will be deactivated. If I try to fade this one, will be deactivated. So what you do is you fade one part like this, and then you come to bitmap, you click on convert to bitmap, and then you come in. So when you get here, you should always make sure you work with your settings. So the resolution from the setup is 300, and then the color mode we are working with is RGB. So if you get here and the thing there's a change, make sure that you set it to correspond with our entrance settings. Okay, so just click OK, then you'll be able to fade this part as well. So you do the same thing, do the same thing right here, then I'm going to fade this part as well. So do the same thing. Okay, so the top part is going to leave it like that. So I'll just resize it this small, then I'm going to put it here like this. So what I'm going to do is I will come to my transparency tool, then come and click on this normal here. You can change the blend mode to screen or soft light. Let me soft lights. Let me see, I will give it overlay. Okay, so overlay, I think this is okay. Overlay it, make okay. So right click it, and then come and click on power clip inside, and then you click on, don't click right on top of this thing, come down to this section, then you click on the background, then you can place it. Now what I want to do is, looking at it, the background is kind of too bright, so I want to dim it a bit. So select it, and then come to effects, and then come to adjust, and then come to I would have loved to use tone curve, but I think because, let me open the power clip, and then let me do it one after the other, because I placed some things inside the background, that's why. So select this one, then go back to effect, go to, and then you see all this activated. So you can just bring this one to this side, then you can just select somewhere here, and then you can bring it down, just to have the thing is to kind of brighten. Okay, so come and click on OK, and I think this is okay now. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to continue with my test work. So Jesus Life Youth Ministry, so I'm going to write present. So present or pre-help. So present. Okay, is that correct? Present. All right, I'm actually going to change the font to photograph signature. That's the name. I love to use this to write present and stuff like that. I'm going to change the color to black, then probably I'll open it up some more, then I'm going to just drag it right here. Okay, so I'm going to write the name or the title of the program, not the theme but the title. So I'm going to write youth empowerment. So the youth empowerment, I'm going to write say youth. Oh, I need to change this font, so I'll drop my text too. Then let me use impact. Okay, so impact is okay for me, so I'll just open it up. So I'll quickly go to my folder right here. I have this, all of this link is in the description, so I'll just drag this to Coreldraw this way. So I'll resize it. Okay, so I'll leave this thing here for now. Let me just work on my this thing first. So say youth, and then I'm going to write empowerment. So select your text tool again, then come and write. Let me change this to maybe area, or let me first type first. So I'm going to write empowerment. So empowerment. Okay, so sorry, yeah. Okay, so empowerment. All right, so what I'm going to do is I would like to change, let me see, sequel. There's a font called, what happened? Hey, select this again, come to this place, font called sequel. Okay, so not for this, for the empowerment. Okay, so sequel, yeah. What I'm going to do is, let me open this up, then bring it down here. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to take out the Y. Okay, so I'll use this particular image to replace the Y. So let me bring this here, and then I'm going to resize this one like this, and I'll place it right here like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, for this one, I will not give it, I want red, but I would like to use this background. So I'll come here, I have this in my resources here, so yeah, I'll bring it right here. Going to scale it down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this one inside my text. So I will create a copy, right click and drag one to this side, and then you click on copy here, and then with this one, right click this one on top of the text. Okay, on top of this youth text, and then come and click on power clip inside to have it inside the text, and then I will put it inside the empowerment as well. So I'll create another one more copy of this, then I'm going to right click it, drag it, wait, so I'll just right click this also, and I'm going to drag it on top of the empowerment text, and then I'll clip it inside. That is wrong. That means I did not click exactly on the text. So right click again, make sure you place the mouse on top of the text, then you can do that. All right, so that is fine. So I have my youth empowerment right here, so I'm going to go ahead and write again my theme. So hey, got to behave. All right, so I'm going to change the font to Bugatti, or what font should I use? there's a kind of font. Let me see Bugatti. So Bugatti. Okay, not bad. Yeah, this is different from what I use in Photoshop, but anything goes. So I've just changed this to black, and okay, so we did something. Yeah, I should have bring that in here. Should have actually bring it here. I created a tone paper effect in what do you call it, in Photoshop. So if you check the design, if you check the artwork very well, the theme is on art paper, tone paper effect. So I don't know, let me see if I can quickly create that here, freehand tool. I don't know, but let's try something right here. I'll try that again. I'll just, this one doesn't work like that of how do you call it now, lasso tool in Corel. I should have just saved that, then bring it right here. Okay, so I have this. Okay, I'll just use this like this. So as you can see, this has took us a quality time. So what I'm going to do is to just give these some kind of, say, 30% black, and take out the outline, and then I'm going to create a copy of it. So Ctrl C and V to copy and paste. I have two, right? So I'm going to the top one, I'm going to give it white color, and then I'm going to just resize this down like this. Okay, to just have some kind of, so I'm just going to bring this place here. Okay, I just need to have some kind of something like this. Okay, so I'm just going to select all of this, and then I'll group it quickly. Then I'm going to add some shadow to it. So select your shadow tool, you just add some shadow effect to this, and reduce this a bit, and I think this is fine. So the next thing I want to do is to write my theme. So I'm going to select this and bring it up right here, and I'm going to bring this also up here. So I'm going to write my theme. So the theme is, if you can't see me go, so if you can see me, oh, this font I'm using, well, if you can see me go, so I'm going to change this to a font called Typo Longest Demo. Okay, so Typo Longest Demo, I'll give it bold. I'm just going to open it. If you can't see me go, this is taken from 2 Kings 2 verse 10, where Elisha asked for double portion of Elijah's anointing, and the father said to him, you have asked for a hard thing, but if you can see me taken away, you will receive it. So that is where the theme is actually taken from. So I'm going to again write the scripture. So I'll use this font. So 2 Kings. So 2 Kings 2 verse number 10, and that is, let me change this font to something, maybe I will use Arial. So Arial, this. Okay, so maybe this, anything at all. I just need something small to be here like this. I'll give it bold, then I'm going to place it here. Now I'm going to give this last background here to my last theme here. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll place it inside the text to have it this way. And yeah, that is fine. So the next thing I'm going to do from here is I'm going to get my, let me check what else do I have here. Okay, so I'm going to use my picture, so I'll just bring in the picture right here, and then I'm just going to resize down the picture. Okay, so just open this up like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it inside the background. So I'll right click it and then click on power clip inside, and then come and click here. Make sure you don't click anywhere on this picture. Right, so I'm going to just select the background, come to this place, okay, or you select the background, you right click, you see edit power clip here, click on it to open the power clip for you. Then you can bring the picture down this way, or you can resize it in here. So just resize it a bit. I think this is okay. Let me close it by clicking on finish, and then we have this. So the next thing we want to do is to go ahead and bring our date and other stuff here. So I'm going back to my resources here. I have my time and calendar kind of icons here. So as you can see, I just bring them here. Now what I want to do is resize it. Then you bring it here, and you do the same thing to this. You can just resize this one also down here like this. So now what I'm going to do is I will need to change the color of this one to black. The clock is already black, so I may not waste time on that. But for this one, for me to be able to change the color, if you click on any color, it will work unless we trace this. So with this selected, I'll quickly go to bitmap, come to mode, and then click on black and white first, and then do not worry, just click on yes, okay, to turn this to black and white for you. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to bitmap again, then come to outline trace, okay, outline trace here, then line art. Okay, I have it here, but I just have to show you that process. So you're going to wait for it to load. Okay, so well, I don't know why it's not showing everything, but I'll click on yes first. So as you can see, something is wrong. So what you have to do is select this one, let's bitmap it, come to bitmap, click on edit bitmap. Well, what am I even saying? Bitmap converts to bitmap. Alright, then you click on OK, then you go back to trace. So if you're using 2020 version like mine, you see trace bitmap here. You can come and click on outline trace, or you can still come back to bitmap, then outline trace, and then you go ahead and trace. So you are going to wait. Alright, so now we have it. You can click on OK, then you can bring this one here. So this is the one we have traced, and then this is, so you can delete this one. Okay, so this is how you see the difference. If you can try to give them color and see which one will change. The one that has changed is the one we are keeping. So this one, I'll delete it. Now over here, if you select this one, you realize that it has grouped it. So here, click on this on group subject, then you can click on the white background and remove it. Okay, so as you can see, it has some white things. So click on all those white things and then you delete all of them. So I'm just clicking and pressing delete on my keyboard. You can see those white stuffs around it. I don't want those things. So just click on them one after the other, then you press delete to just delete all of this. And then I think I have some here too. Alright, so with this, select, and then you can come highlight everything, then come and click here to group it. Now you can give it black color, and as you can see, we've been able to change the color. Alright, so place it here, and then you can resize this one small like this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is alright, so I'll just place it there. So I'm going to copy a font. Which font now? I'm going to copy this font right here. So right click and drag to this place, and you copy it here. Okay, so well, this has, let me not use it, let me just go for, because I clipped something inside, I don't want that. So I'll write the date. So I'm going to write 1. I'll write first. So I'm just writing, I will just separate everything. So I'm just writing 1 and then ST, so first actually, and then I'm going to 1st December. So the December, so I'll short it this way. Then I'm going to write Friday, so like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl K on my keyboard to break all these text apart for me. So Ctrl K. So I have my first, and then I have this, I have this, I have this separate. So I'm going to select this. In fact, I'm going to select a font that is big enough for me. This sequel kind of a font. Let me see. So you can go with any font that is bold enough for you to use. So I think I want to use this. Okay, probably this. I think it's even too big. So I'll place it right here. Let me see. Let me even change this. I think this will do. Okay, so I can use this same font to write. So let me just use this same font here. Okay, so I'll just right click and drag, then copy it. I'm going to use this to write my ST, and then I'll just drop the text tool. I'll resize it to make it small, and I'm going to place it here. So this, I no longer need this, I can delete this. Then I have my December, I'll place it here, and then I have my Friday too, I'll place it here. So the Friday and the December, I'm going to select them, the two, then I'll just resize it. Okay, so I selected the two by selecting one first and then holding down my shift key to click on the second one. Alright, so I think this is okay. So I'll just take this one up to have this. Okay, so it's the 1st December, which is Friday, and it's a holiday here in Ghana, Farmers Day, so it's holiday. So I'm going to also resize this one because the color is already black. We are not going to waste time to trace it. So I'm going to steal from this particular text here. So right click and drag it here, and then you copy it here. And I'm going to use this to write the time. So the time is 6 to 8. Then I'll come down, and then I'll come to write PM, and that should be fine. So I'll just resize this like this and leave it like that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to write the location. So I'll click here, and then I'm going to write the location, and then I'm going to use another font called Kenya Coffee. Sorry, I should click here first. So Kenya Coffee. You know, we use that font to write the name of the church. Alright, so I'm going to write Jesus Life, Jesus Life Ministry. And I'll come down, World Ministry. Sorry, like this. Alright, so I'm going to write again. Ama Saman Obeye. So Ama Saman Obeye Oyo. Obey. So this obey means it shall be well. Alright, so that's actually the name of where the church is located. Alright, so I'm going to place it here. So over here we have the dates, the time, and then the location. So I'm not going to add any icon for the location actually. So I'll highlight all of these, and then you can group them like this. Then you can just move all of them together. Then you can also select the team, move them together. You can group it, and then that should be fine. So I'm going to add my number right here. So I will come here, I'm going to add a number. So let me reduce the font size to say 15. And then I'm going to write, so in bracket I'm going to write my country code. My country code, I'm in Ghana. So my country code is +233. So I'll close the bracket, then I'll continue with the number. So 05979713558. So that is my number. So I want to just increase, I want to spread it, I want to open the spacing. So come to select your shape tool, then you can click here to just drag it this way, and that should be fine. So lastly, I want to not drop the tool, not actually lastly, but let me select my rectangle tool and then draw a simple rectangle right here. Then I'm going to give it red color. Okay, I need the red to be a bit darker. Okay, so you can come and double click here, over here, or if you have your color selector here, you can come and click on the color. And then I'm going to change this to RGB, and I'm going to click somewhere here. I need the color to be a bit darker. Now click on fill. I think this is okay, so I'll close this. Then I'm going to right click on this. I'll come and click on power clip inside, and I'm going to click on the background to place it inside. Now my picture is inside the background, and this one is also inside the background, but then the red one is on top of the picture. So I'll come and click on edit here, then I'll select the red one, then I'll press Ctrl page down on my keyboard to send it behind, and then I'll bring it a bit down like this, and that is fine. And so I'll click on finish to come out from the power clip. So this is what we have here, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do actually is, we are almost done. Yeah, 99.9% done. So I'm going to write anticipate right here in the red section here. So well, I always lock my thing in caps lock. So, and then I'm going to change the fonts and the color. So first I'll change the font to photography signature. Remember that font we used? So photography signature, and I'm going to change the color to white, and I will spread this. So come and click on your shape tool here. You can just spread this way. Then you might just want to bring it to this section here. And finally, let me check my, so I have this light flare here, so I'll just take this to Coreldraw like this. I like to use this. This is very big, very big. So you are going to just resize this down this way. Okay, so scale it down this way and bring it on top. Now come and select, with the light flare selected, come and click on your transparency tool here, then come to click on this normal here. Then let's change the mode to screen. Okay, so now you can now place it where you want. So as you can see, if I place it on my picture, it looks like there's a kind of sunshine reflection on my face. Okay, so I need it here, then I need one also here. So I right click and then I drag it to this place, and then I click on copy here to have one here. Now what we are going to do is, as you can see, this black knot is showing us that it has exceeded our canvas. So if I leave it like this, if I save my work, I'm going to have extra extended portion here. So right click it, click on power clip it. Now this is what you're going to do, put it outside first so that you don't make mistake. Now already we have one here, this one. Okay, so if you like, you can put it all outside, then you click on power clip inside, and then you right click it first, then come and click on power clip inside, then you click on the background to have it inside. So let's open the background first, and then we have it. Okay, here is it. So I'm just going to put it on my picture like I did. I think this side is good. So the second one is here, but we'll have to close this space. So come and click on finish to close it, then do the same thing, right click, click on power clip inside, come and click on the background. Okay, so come to this place. What we actually want to do is, I want this one to be on the text. So if I want it to be on the text, that means I must place the text also inside the background. So what do we do? Sorry about that. See, let's not give ourselves too much stress. Let's leave this to this so that this tutorial doesn't get too long. Alright, so guys, as you can see, this is just how I designed this thing in Photoshop, and now we have done the same thing in Coreldraw. So the pictures are two. I have one here. I do not want to, so you can actually, you might not be using my pictures. You might actually have a different picture that you like to use or something like that. So guys, I will not be using the picture, so I will just leave this to this. So as you can see, we have been able to design this thing nicely and accurately. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and save this work. So I'll press Ctrl X first to save my work. So it's going to give me where I should save this. So I'm going to save it right here in my work folder, Max Multimedia folder. So I'm just going to name this to say youth program or youth program, anything. So youth program, whatever. I'll just, okay, so Coreldraw. So I'll just indicate that it's Coreldraw. Then I'll just click here, and then it's saved in my system as it's actually still saving. If it's done saving, you see that this untitled will change to alright. So as you can see, it has changed. So that means the work has been saved. Then if you want to export it, you can click on File, then you come to here, Export. So the shortcut here is Ctrl E. Okay, so you click on that, and then you select your default folder where you want to save it. So I'm going back to save it in my Max Multimedia folder. So Max Multimedia folder, and then I'm just going to click on Export, and it's going to be saved right there. So you wait, this page will come. You're going to wait till everything. Okay, so here is it. Our work has finished loading. So you click on OK, and that means, guys, we have saved the work. And okay, so this is how I was able to design this. I may not take my time to align everything properly, but I'm just trying to give you the concept. So once you've gotten the concept, you will have to take your time to properly align everything. Thank you for watching this video, and again, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you're old here, thank you for showing up. I will see you in my next tutorial. Sign out.